it has been brought to my attention that I may have made an error in my cold start and cold running videos on my 5 Series and my Echo. This has no primer bulb. Let me know what you think, if this would have impacted the results of the video or how it would have impacted it. So let me go ahead and grab these out. I didn't think about this because honestly, I've never really done it. I know about it. I for sure know about it. I've just never actually done it. And I might be a fool for it, but many of you may know that there is a cold weather setting and a warm weather setting, okay? This Echo 620 has it. This one, you must flip or something. Let's see how this one works here. And pull this off, keep that O-ring there. You don't access it this way. Also, if you want to know if those O-rings do anything, absolutely they do something. I just shoved a big O-ring on that and that has helped, even though it doesn't have a washer. I think you just flip it over like this. Yep. So this just flips that way. And then it can go in if you are in the summer. It was set to summer. Here is winter, okay? Summer mode, the sun, slide it over to winter, right there. I did not have that set. What that does is that allows for warmer air to get into the carburetor. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and close this one up here. I'm gonna leave it on winter because we're gonna be in kind of colder weather for the foreseeable future. The question I have is, will I remember to do it when it warms up? That'll be very interesting to see. I'm curious to know what that does. I've heard it keeps the carburetor from freezing up. I don't know if I was experiencing an issue with that or not. Let's see, 545. Does this saw have something similar? First time I've looked. What the heck? I think that just broke. Gosh dang it. Well, that's handy. On this saw here, I am not seeing an apparent cold weather setting. Warm weather, cold weather. I think this saw is meant to be run the way it is all the time. Another thing you may not be aware of is this. Husqvarna actually sells, they used to supply saws with a winter and a summer filter. I do not believe my 562 came with one. This is another winter thing you may be unaware of. Check this out. That is a different filter. And my understanding is this is considered the winter filter and this is considered the summer filter. Wet weather frozen filter, dustier, finer filter. And the reason why is the flocking can ice up easier than this. This is just nylon or just a mesh, and this has flocking that can freeze up. But this is the better filter for filtering capability. I don't know, did your 562 or your 572 or your 550 come with something like that if you bought it recently? My 562 did not, unless the dealership just didn't give it to me, which is a possibility, because all I have on it is this filter, and I believe that this filter fits on the 50cc and the 60cc saws. Let me know about that in there, but that's another winter tip that you may not know about. I've always thought these to be like the best retention system. I think they work quite well, but that is definitely a potential failure. Let's see if this can actually go back on. I think you can. It just might fall off. Yeah, it still holds it on. It just doesn't have the self-retention there. Out in the woods, that would be a problem, but for the time being, I have a cover that will not go loose. Let's check on the 562. Hopefully I don't break that clip. All right. And this one doesn't seem to have one. I don't see anything that's obvious on this saw. What about the Echo CS310? This one may have something like it. I think it might. Yes, this one does. See that right there? Let me see if there is a symbol or something that tells you. I don't know if you can see that, but on the left there, there's a sun down there. Right there. And then what you do is you move this little grommet deal. You remove it from there and you slide it into here. Basically, it's just a little holder. It no longer is doing anything at this point. Okay, so you're giving warmer air a path to the carb. There we go. Got that in there. So now warm air can go ahead and get into the carb now. So Echo CS310 and my 620 both have that. Both of my Echo saws so far. I only have one steel designed saw here. Now this is not an actual OEM steel, but it ought to be similar to the way a real steel 660 would be. Let's see if this one's got one. Look at that webs coming off of there. I don't think these have it. Yeah, I don't think there's a way of doing it, and yeah, I don't think this one has it. Let me know what you think. On my 5 Series, it doesn't appear as if they have that little deal. Get this steel clone saw out of the way here. Oh, that's heavy. It doesn't fit under my bench. That's why it sits there on top all the time. This is Joe on the Okie Woodsman channel. Have a good day.